another game. Ooh, I I have one. I have a good idea. It's gonna be a little tough. There's an old game, if you want to look it up, called Raptor: Call of the Shadows. It's a top-down, like you're a little airplane or whatever, and you got to shoot stuff. And there was 2 layers to it, 3 layers to it. There's the enemies in the sky that you shoot. You know, you dodge the little bullets. There's the tanks and stuff on the ground that kind of move and shoot at you. And then there's the buildings that are kind of static. Now, you always fly over the buildings, but the buildings will always block your bullets. I think it'd be fun to try to
So,
create something like that.
how do we want to try to create this? Is like a React app or
I think that'd be easiest. Then you could have, so you would have some kind of background that's just constantly scrolling. Um, we don't necessarily have to have a start to an end to it for now, but you would have something constantly scrolling the background. You would have something that generates random things. Maybe we start with the objects. Or even the airplane. Maybe that's the first bit. You have the airplane that you can move around the screen and shoot objects out of it. Little squares or something. I think it'd be a fun one.
all right? So the question becomes, do we install Vite for this and do it as a React
Yep.
app or
Yeah, let's
thoughts?
go Vite React.
All
Vite
right.
React.
Do we want to go on and do Tailwind as part of it?
Yeah, I think that's good. I was going to say GSAP may help, but we'll see.
Okay. So, I'll put in Tailwind. Let's switch me back over here. Don't want libraries. Want the wind application. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to go over there and do their commands for the install and everything. Um, the
That's fair.
docs, framework guides, Vite, and
Vite at
I'm going to
latest.
paste this in, and then I'm going to back off this and do dot forward slash and just install it where it is. Okay. Um, we'll leave the package name as playing. That's fine. All right. Now we should do pm install, and next we will do CSS and all that. So we'll install our Tailwind post CSS. We'll initialize it. And so be thinking of what the first prompt should be to get a base for this game. Because the prompt is going to be everything with this. Um,
Yep.
I really think it'll make or break whether or not this project works.
So I'm thinking through a couple things. So you need to have control of the, we'll say, character. So probably WASD is the easiest way. And then we have, I'm thinking simple. We have space for the shooting, and we'll kind of start there. So you can move around and you can shoot stuff.
Okay. I'm going to remove all of this CSS that's in here. You're going to love when your mouse hotkeys decide they're not going to do what they're supposed to do. So we're back to square one here. Tailwind config is showing up.
Server.
All right. So I think let's do a quick test and make sure that our Vite is working with Tailwind before going any further. So we'll just do a hello world with
like
class name of
text
4x
rows. Text rows 500.
I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'll just do text center and bold, and this should be enough to.
Okay, that'll work.
We're going to tax this thing enough in a minute. My computer with streaming and npm run dev. It's going to be like tempting the stream to just go nuts or so.
If you have a laptop or something, you could set that up as your streaming piece. That might help.
All right, we're going to localhost now. The problem is I already set it up as my Plex server. So it's like, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
So it's trying. All right. I would say it's working. We should be good now. So
Do I have access to the server? Did you open that up? That way I have it available?
I don't think so yet. All right. So we want to add everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with app.jsx here. So we want to tell it what now?
It's the prompt.
We're ready for the first prompt.
All right. So I would say I'm building a project in React Vite or Vite React, whichever way you want to phrase it. I'm building a top-down game, a top-down, what would you call that? Yeah, just top-down shooter game.
All right.
That moves.
Building top-down shooter game that
Constantly moves forward, or how would you? I guess the game's constantly coming at you from the top to the bottom of the screen. I'm trying to think out a word that
constantly moves forward like Galaga.
Yeah. So you can move your craft, left, right, up, and down. There's no backwards. And the controls will be WASD and spacebar.
Oh, you can move your craft left, right, up, and down. And shoot with spacebar. Okay. Now, without providing it assets to use, I wonder how that's going to work.
If it's just a bunch of squares and circles, for now, You could always replace it with images. That part's going to be not terrible. And eventually you could have GIFs or something that trigger, you know?
Should be a pixel-based spaceship. And there need to be... we'll work on the power-ups after we get the basics down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It should be a pixel-based spaceship.
Yep, you can move the ship with up, down, right, and shoot with spacebar.
And start off as squares.
Who also shoot back at you.
But at a slower rate.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, do we want to see where it goes from here? Just let it go?
Now, if you prompt this, does it let you go back and edit your initial prompt?
No. But you can compound it.
Okay. Let's go for it.
All right. And we're off.
What do we got? And I know we're going to have other components. App is not going to be the only one.
Oh yeah, it'll move out, I think. Added state for player position. You'll need to implement logic for player movement. Continue building the app.
Oh, do you have to manually build the other components? No,
nope, look at
doing it. Okay. Okay, it's thinking.
Nice.
All right, so will
Continue
this work?
to improve. Adding enemy shooting, player health, and game over conditions. Refining the enemy spawning and movement patterns.
That's going to be interesting.
Updating components. All right.
All right, so let's accept it. Let's accept it for now and just see what are we dealing with baseline. Is it broken? Where do we got to go?
It's been accepted. So everything is in here. Run dev is running. All right. So that's where we are first. All right.
That's
not we needed to go full screen. So
yeah, we want the full width and height of the screen. So obviously people with bigger screens, they get a bigger playing board. And that's okay.
Left and right need to move more than one space, but not a substantial.
Actually, instead of moving one space, have it be momentum based. So the longer you hold, the more momentum you build up. That will be interesting.
I should have said window instead of screen, I think. Krispy Kreme is in here saying Gorgeous goes up automatically. Yeah. So it's coming together. All right. Let's accept these changes. See.
So we may be able to manually edit a couple things like the initial speed. Okay, that's kind of cool. Can you move forward in space? Like, is it letting you do any of that?
Yeah, but it's
It
man, it's so
does.
slow. It's so slow hitting the
Go to
buttons.
go to player, and I think we may be able to just at least manually adjust that one.
Now,
Okay, it may be under
are
app.
we are we allowing ourselves to do that?
I think that's fair. I think
Are we
a couple
restricting
of
it to the
adjustments are
AI
fine.
has to do it? A couple of adjustments are fine. All right,
Couple
hold
of
on. I'm gonna
like the
drag
actual
my
value.
chat back into here.
Got it.
That out. I'm just trying to make it to where I can see the chat. Hey, Mason. So, where are the player movements? Is that all in app?
That's what I'm
Player
thinking. They just
position.
shoved it.
Set player velocity times 95.
Well, that's initial, but there should be a like per. Maybe that's the improvement. We tell it to add a variable to control the default movement speed of the player overall. And tell it should be a fluid movement, or the player should move fluidly while also implementing the momentum logic. So you want kind of that, floaty feeling almost.
Okay.
Really?
So we got to wait on it to finish generating.
That okay? I was making sure that was coming over to your stream. I couldn't tell. I think the stream just stays slightly behind. It's all good.
Okay.
So now there should
Oh,
be a
the
variable we have
reaction time
to
is
control that
too
speed.
slow.
Yeah. So we need to increase the default value, but you should have it
Whoa.
now.
Now it's like
Oh, what
crazy.
is that? What happened? Oh, I bet it it stores your state. So even when you save this on the left, you have to refresh the web page to get that new state. Otherwise, you have like a stale state. There's actually a bug you can test if you have a React app or a bunch of data in a state, and then you kill the server and start up the next one. You can actually inject state data into your other app, depending on how you do it. It's really weird.
All right. So it's added player speed, max velocity, acceleration, and friction.
Yeah, so I think it's fair that for those values in and of themselves, we can adjust those.
All right. Let's reload. The score is
All right, we got to tell it you can only get a score for destroying enemies, objects.
yeah.
Yeah, enemies or objects. Enemies or we don't have buildings yet, but that's the idea. Killing enemies and the enemies need to what?
I'm going to let it make its decision on what somewhat larger means. I'm trying to look and see how the stream health is. Um, it's not really updating stream health. Well, I'm just kind of assuming that you can see the stream okay. All right. Enemies are larger now.
Okay, that's kind of. You haven't
I
destroyed
don't
anything,
like
so
the momentum.
well, you got to
It's
have a challenge
tough.
to it. Can't make it easy. Yeah, you got to make
Oh,
it
the
tough.
challenge is
It
how
can't be
many
easy.
enemies you have.
Are you killing anything? I don't think. Destroying the enemies. Oh, it's not giving you points. Pew pew pew. Okay, I'm seeing a couple things. It's not giving you
All right.
points for destroying the enemies, and um, your bullets should over. No, I take that back. Hmm. Kill them with one hit. Well, some enemies might need multiple hits.
Let it make its adjustments here. Okay. Let's see. Are you still there, Matthew?
I am
I am
still
still
here.
here.
I feel like I'm hitting some of them, and
Yeah, it's still not giving you the points.
oh, maybe I needed to accept this or it would apply. That may be what's going on.
If I'm losing you or not, I
I
think you're
think,
still there.
oh no, got errors now. All right, I'm going to give this just a second and let my computer catch up. You hear me at all, Matthew? I think we. Oh, I heard a little something.
Yeah, you're coming through clear on
All right.
this end.
I think it is starting to put a tax on my computer here. Yeah, the memory pressure on this thing has gone up considerably. Oh no. Right.
Oh no.
So the game is running in the background, it looks like. Oh, I think we're gonna end up losing stream. I think my computer has had it. No, it's mad at me.
You're getting some audio cut out now. No.
Yeah, my computer is very, very unhappy with me. I think I think I'm gonna have to kill the stream. Unfortunately,
Oh, we'll figure up a solution.
Nate, we may need to
We'll
set
figure
this
up a
up on your
solution.
system.
We'll figure up a solution.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's the stream then. Yeah, let me got it.
Oh, we got a little bit though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My computer is not happy with not the stream either.
Computer.
May be streaming for
Computer
quite a
not happy.
while.
Yeah.